What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Dragon Ball Legends video on Dragon Ball Central. Today, we're getting into the next matches in the Dragon Ball Legends YouTuber Tournament of Power up against Stardust Galaxy. Definitely click the link below. Check out his channel. He makes some great content. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys, getting on into match number one. I definitely had a little bit of a weird time starting out and getting into this entire set. It was a little bit strange because I hadn't actually played a single match with the Extreme Ginyu Force team before this. I actually haven't even gotten finished getting Jace to 3 stars or even getting a Captain Ginyu Extreme at all. So I definitely have got little to no experience with this team other than, I guess, the few matches that I've played against it in ranked right now. So basically, that's why you guys just saw me use the Raccoon main ability for absolutely no reason, and it's why I made a lot of the mistakes that I did in this first match. So, you know, it definitely was a little bit of a learning experience, but I wanted to make sure, since I figured I was going out 2-0, you know, this particular matchup, I definitely think that the better player here was Stardust Galaxy. And, you know, if you guys watch his other matches, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's a really, really solid player. So I figured, hey, you know, I might as well get Guldo on the team and, you know, show off the greatest of all time in a matchup before I get knocked out of my own tournament. And, you know, it went okay. This first match was a little bit weird. But, you know, moving on forward, you guys are going to see some of the better matches that I think I've played in this tournament. And basically, that's because after this match, I went and decided to check out the unique and main abilities on these particular characters because I hadn't actually checked them. I literally threw the team together and jumped straight into the matches with Stardust. So definitely was a bit, again, of a learning experience. Now, moving more into the specific match itself and less about the actual set, I do want to say that I did get pretty lucky in this first particular match. I think that it probably went my way more ways than it probably should have. And overall in this set, there was a pretty big luck factor. Now, I did successfully defend that Rising Rush. Obviously, Raccoon would have gotten taken out there, and that definitely would not have been good for my chances because Raccoon is basically going to be the only thing that can really deal I guess in most cases with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. There, you know, if with the Rising Rush, a well-placed Rising Rush with 1 or 2 characters left, we may be able to take out Gohan, but otherwise there's just no way that that was happening. So Raccoon is kind of essential to how this team is going to work up against the specific team we're going against. Now, with that said, again, I really didn't know too well what I was doing at this point in time, so you guys, again, are just seeing mistake after mistake with how I'm playing these characters. Lots and lots of issues and things that I'm trying to iron out. But, you know, I'm just, again, figuring things out as I'm going along, trying to figure out what all the extra cards are going to do, you know, what the main abilities and unique abilities are. And I do think that that really hampered my ability to play well in this first game. Obviously, again, you know, while I'm trying to figure all this out, I'm making tons of actual gameplay mistakes. You guys are about to see Guldo. He's going to go out like an absolute warrior because, you know, that's what he is. But yeah, there's no way Guldo is going to survive this, boys. That is a absolute monster of a Kamehameha just getting thrown down there. Fast forward a few seconds, and basically, guys, this is just a really, really weird place to be in because once we are at an advantage, he has full rotation on us. We only have 2 characters, no neutral rotation to go to, unfortunately. So, you know, it's a bit of an awkward spot to be in. I think that actually having Guldo was probably going to hamper me more than helping me, which is a pretty unfortunate thing to say because he is, you know, the greatest of all time, the best on the channel, the best to ever do it. But he definitely didn't help us out as much as I would have liked him to in this first match. So really what we're looking at here is almost an insurmountable thing to overcome. You know, this opponent that we're going up against obviously knows what they're doing, isn't making a lot of mistakes. On top of that, has a huge great rotation on us that's going to be perfect for, you know, taking advantage of the fact we have no neutral to even things out at this point. Rising Rush goes down. Raccoon is getting hit yet again. And this is after the unique ability proc, so he's gained a little bit of HP back, but he's still taking a lot of damage, and we are going to not successfully defend that one. So we are down to 1 character remaining. That is going to be Birder. Now, Birder has a huge amount of damage he can deal out with strike combos, so, you know, we weren't totally out again in this case, but this is a massive uphill battle to throw down at. And we are going to fortunately get our first kill here, drop the special on Trunks. He falls, And we have Shallot now that we have to try to take out. If we can finesse Shallot and then get into a nice little combo against Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we may be able to win. He goes for the switch into Gohan, which is huge, meaning that we can go for the Rising Rush off of the combo, which is going to be guaranteed. Obviously, I screwed up the first one, so I did not want to make that same mistake. He didn't even give me the option to make that same mistake. So we go into that combo, go into the Rising Rush. Success. Fantastic. Lots of damage. Will it kill? It will. 1.26 million damage, guys. And now we've got a 1v1 against Shallot, the final remaining character, a hero, and he absolutely kills Bert because there's literally nothing I can do. No vanish, no blast, no nothing. So that's going to be the L for the first round. Now, moving into round number 2, guys, we have a really fun match. I definitely was a bit tilted at this point in time, as you guys can see, making quite a few mistakes right off the bat as well. You know, just throwing down some attempted combos that were obviously not going to work out, and definitely taking way too much damage on my dude Guldo, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, guys. And yeah, that was a bit of an awkward position to be in. Unfortunate to start off so poorly there and take over half HP damage on Guldo. But I figured, you know what? We're just going to keep on trying, see what we can do. Hopefully we can pull something crazy out here. And lo and behold, we get a very nice combo up against Trunks, leading into a main ability on Birder, followed by a special to end things off. And it is going to land, so that's going to be a nice almost 3/4 of the HP bar there, which is very nice to see. Now, we are going to go ahead and get hit again. Guldo is going to take the Rising Rush. Will it be a successful defense? Now, we could get lucky here, but unfortunately, as you guys are seeing now, we don't, and Guldo gets absolutely murked for the second time in this set. 1.99 million damage, almost 2 mil, guys. Very much not going to be able to be tanked there. So we go for the Rising Rush up against Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Only have 2 characters remaining, so it's very possible at this point that this does kill, even though it's type disadvantaged. I wish we could have gone somewhere else, but he had the opportunity to go and substitute, so we needed to make the best of the situation and take advantage of the fact that he did vanish immediately into it. It's going to take 1.2 million damage roughly, and that's not going to be enough. He goes for the main ability, 400k damage, just taken right away, healed back up, and that is going to be a very big issue as well, because it just basically invalidates the damage that was, you know, so significant that we did with that Rising Rush, and it's going to be hard for us to get that damage back. Now, the ultimate does drop on Raccoon, and it is not going to do very much damage, which is fantastic. Definitely something you have to look out for, especially once you see, you know, the opposing team lose 2 of their 3 members. If Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is the last member, that ultimate's going to do a lot of damage, boys. So you really want to look out for that. Now, Raccoon's taking a lot of damage there. He goes down to half HP, which does proc his unique ability, which is a completely intentional thing on my part. Now, you guys are probably thinking at this point, wow, Chiken, you're doing so bad. This is definitely going to be a 2-0 loss. Well, I had one of the greatest comebacks in the entire history of this channel in this particular matchup, and as you can see, the capture card completely froze on me. I lost all of the footage, guys. I was just distraught after losing this footage. You guys don't even know. I'm so sad that I don't have it, and I wish I could show you it. I'm actually going to contact Stardust after this video and see if he has the footage. But yeah, we went ahead and had one of the greatest comebacks ever. Raccoon was able to ultimately take a comeback after an amazing Rising Rush, and that was going to be evening things out 1-1. Now, going on to match number 3, the final match of the set, we had a very even start. A special landed on me. I landed a special shutdown. A blast got a bleed, which was very nice. He goes for a vanish. We both used up our vanishes, so he gets the combo off. But ultimately, we went pretty even at that point. Now, I definitely was in a little bit of an awkward position there. We do get a combo off, switch in Raccoon, but we have no arts combo to go off with Raccoon, unfortunately, which is a bit of a bummer. We do shut down a combo before it can even happen with Shallot, which was really nice to see. I assumed he was going to switch back into Trunks, so we go ahead and bring in Birder before he can do that. He does that, and we get a nice little bit of damage off as a result. He pushes forward, we push forward, he gets the combo, which is a bit of a bummer, and you know, he gets the Rising Rush, very early Rising Rush. We switched in Guldo, the GOAT, see if he can ultimately redeem himself and defend for this final Rising Rush in this match. Will he be able to take the successful defense? He will. That's going to be a nice even defense there. Push forward, 600k HP remaining, and he's going to have a nice little bit of damage off that combo. We're going to get as much as we possibly can out of it. He gets the bleed yet again, which is absolutely perfect. Passive damage, so useful. And obviously, we could see a switch off of this one, but we don't really worry too much about that since we're ending it off with that main ability, the heavy immobilize, heavy paralyze, whatever you want to call it. And that is going to be very, very powerful, very good thing for us to have access to because it's going to shut down Shallot before he can really do too much. Now, we are going to accidentally click that Rising Rush. Fortunately, we go into a clash. That was a major, major issue on my part a few times. I misclicked the main ability a few times. I misclicked the Rising Rush a few times, but the clash will shut down the Rising Rush click, which is very, very nice. I really appreciate that, Bandai. Thank you so much for making that a function in the game. But we're going to push forward right now and try to make something happen. Paralyzed does hit since it is heavy paralyzed. It does go through the switch, the substitution. And he's going to live with 3,250 HP, which is very unfortunate. We're going to shut down his special there, which is really, really nice to see. And he's going to push forward. He goes for the Vanish and going to go for the Blast. We hit the Rising Rush. Guldo is going to push forward against the dude himself, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Will we be able to take home the W in this clash? And we will. Successful Rising Rush, guys. That is going to be a huge amount of damage. And will it kill? That's the real question. And it will. Successful Rising KO. 1.33 million damage up against Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely going to be instrumental in our possible winning this set. And again, it could only be the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT himself, Guldo. Now there's only one remaining team member. Obviously, Shallot has a huge damage output possible, but obviously didn't work out too well for him in that case. We're going to go for the combo and just do what we can to shut him down right now. Switch out into Birder. Make sure we have that Vanish set up. Immediately panic. Try to hit the special. Fail at hitting the special. Get comboed off on by Shallot, which was a little bit unfortunate. But again, really not going to be an issue. There's pretty much nothing that he can do at this point with me having 3 characters to use Vanishes on. I mean, and substitute with consecutively. I just doubt that there was any way he could have won here. If the clash would have went his way, maybe he could have got a kill, Rising Rush Raccoon and gotten the kill, and then, you know, 1v1 to Guldo, but that's pretty much all he could have done. So that's going to be the W on my side. Fantastic, fantastic set. But yeah, guys, that's going to be about it for this one. Definitely some really, really fun matches up against Stardust Galaxy. Absolutely put up a massive showing and really did take me to my limit, especially in that second match. You know, the first match I feel like was very competitive. It went back and forth, and then eventually he did take the W. And it really sent me into a weird tilt because I thought for sure I was getting 2-0 knocked out of my own tournament. Fortunately, we were able to take the W in that second match. I got very, very lucky. And then in the third match, I felt like it was a little bit less competitive than the other two. But that first match, man, that was a match for the ages, in my opinion. Absolutely a fantastic, very fun, skillful match, in my opinion. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I will see you in the next one. Till then, guys, peace.